Hi everyone, I'm back with Hanon Exercise number 50, an exercise that enables us to practice the trill in the first and second fingers as well as the fourth and fifth fingers, or preparation for the trills in the first and second and fourth and fifth. Let's jump straight in. This one's going to work a little bit different as we are going to have a few stretches, and at the end of the exercise we are going to have to, instead of ending with the last sequence starting on A, we'll be doing it on B in order to synchronize our hands to the sequence in order to end on both the C's that we are starting with. Let's first have a look at the ascending, and we are going to fill out the rest of the sequence fingering 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 5 4 5 4 5 4 5 3. But look closely and you'll see that first skip in the right hand, that's not a skip. That looks like a big skip, but when we move our second, we skip D and we place our second on E, then our fifth will naturally fall on A, which will enable us to complete the sequence. So the stretch here will be between 1 and 2. Not 2 and 5, but 1 and 2. For the left hand, 5 4 5 4 5 4 5 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3. And here the stretch will be right there. We're going to stretch our thumb to make sure, oh, wrong pen, there we go, to make sure that we also can continue that sequence. If I do the right hand first, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1, stretch to E. Look at that, my fifth falls naturally on A. 5 4 5 4 5 4 5 3, and my thumb is ready for the next sequence starting on D. Stretch again, fifth ready, and so on. For the left hand, starting with our fifth on C, 5 4 5 4 5 4 5 3, the thumb stretches, my hand moves and is ready for the next sequence starting on D. 5 4 5 4 5 3, thumb stretches and moves, and so on. If we put these hands together all the way to the top, getting closer to the top, now we just need to remember we're going to end this one still on B like we usually do. So let's have a look. What happens? The right hand stretches first, 2 and 3, and then the thumb. The left hand moves. So we have to coordinate quite carefully here. And we're at the end on the B. I'm going to stop right there and let's quickly have a look, see at what happens here at the end. If there's something strange that's going to be that's going to have to happen. So we have 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, same stretch there, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3. No, everything stays the same. For the left hand, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. Everything happens exactly the same, starting with this, the descending on the G here. So doing that last line once more, starting on the Gs. At the end. And we're going to start on G, where we usually start with the descending. Let's have a look at that descending. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. Now, something that you'll notice here is now the right hand is doing what the left hand did, and the left hand is going to do what the right hand did. So that means that our thumb's going to stretch here. Right there is going to be the stretch. There. While the left hand, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, is going to do the stretch there now. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3. So let's go ahead and mark that in there, and then right there. Okay, so right hand first. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3. The thumb goes down, the hand moves. Ready for the next sequence. Thumb stretches, and so on. The left hand. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 5 falls naturally on B. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3. Ready for the next sequence. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Stretch. Naturally falls on A. And so on. Putting your hands together. The left hand now does what the right hand did, and the right hand does what the left hand did. And we can continue our sequence. Now, we're going to get to the end here, and it's going to be a little bit different. Almost at the end. Now, if you remember, with most of the Hanon exercises, or actually all of them, we always go to A. But in this case, in order to synchronize for the ending, we actually need to be on B. We actually need to be on B here to finish the sequence correctly. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. There's another thing that we have to check out there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The stretch. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3, 1. So we need to synchronize on two spaces here. First of all, on the B, and then both third fingers on E, in order to end correctly on our C, the notes that we started with. So if I do this last line again, starting there on C, same movement, but threes, and then the thumb and the fifth to enable us to end correctly. So watch out for those places in this exercise in order for you to keep the correct and the accurate notes of it going with the fingering. The fingering is very, very important. Remember, most of the time when things are a little bit confusing, and sometimes I get a lot of questions asking me, but why is this not synced up? It's because, well, when we play the exercises, the one hand gets attention more with ascending than the other when we descend, for example. But then we have to resynchronize the hands each and every single time when we either go finish with ascending and need to go descend, or when we get to the end. That's where the most confusing part usually happens. And that is it for Hanon exercise number 30. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe. Check the notification bell as well. Enable all notifications so that you can receive all future videos when they release. Thanks for watching.